Okay, so that will be the initial sketch that you need to create with 2 arch and 2 inclined line. After that, then you apply the tangent constraint, okay, to the 4 points over here. Then center point and center point, please apply horizontal, horizontal between this point, center point, and second center point itself. Okay, once you have done that, then please finish your sketch. So we are going to do extrusion, extrude this profile to the heights of 6. So please go to extrude. So since you only have one profile of selection, so automatically it will be selected. So the distance will be 6. Distance will be 6. So once you have done that, then that will be your... Oh, wait, I missed the dimensioning, right? So never mind, this one where we made 6, okay, I missed the dimension actually, and that's why it kind of weird, okay. Never mind, you can go back from your browser, right hand click, and then go edit sketch, or you can actually double click. Okay, go edit sketch here. So what will be the dimension here? You are going to provide the dimension accordingly. So please go to apply dimension. Between these 2 points will be 52. Then I have radius here 4.5. Then I have this one as 6. Okay. So it will be 6, 25, 52. Shift this one down a bit. Okay, it will be more visible. And then the smaller circle here, we have 4.5, the radius. Okay, please do so. I resume. So after you have ensured that you have all those constraints there, the tangent and the horizontal constraint, you just finish sketch. So automatically the parts will be updated accordingly. Okay, that will be the first one. Second one, we are going to create this inner feature here. You will see, then only we'll do the holes on the last part itself. So hole is very straightforward basically. So the second step, the second sketch, secondary sketch will be the same like the initial one. So create 2D sketch here. So you're going to sketch on the top or the bottom plane. So just click on the top. So step will be the same. Okay, so same step. This one inclined line here. And then I turn my arch to become arch. Okay, so this one will be what you call parallel. So actually you need to apply that one later lah. But if no, you just ensure your line is not horizontal sense. You must have some angle. So for here, then last and for all, I would like to join them in such form. So please create this secondary sketch. So we continue on that. So it will be the almost similar steps like previous. So right hand click first to ensure that you have all the constraints, show all the constraints. Okay, then the first thing that you need to check will be the tangent constraint, of course. So at this point, I don't have the tangent, so I apply the tangent constraint similarly to this two. Okay, so tangent on the 4 quadrant here. Okay, please do so. And then we are going to repeat also horizontal constraint for the center point and center point. Okay, center point and center point. Okay, you do that first, please. Okay, next one. We have done that. The next task will be to align this secondary sketch to the middle of this primary feature to the middle. So what we can do will be, first one will be to put it horizontally, okay, horizontal, okay, to the center point of this initial arch here. So the things that you ought to do now will be to apply project geometry, please. Since we don't have any, do you have anything to snap here? No, right? So we need to do project geometry, please. Next step will be to do the project geometry on these circles so that we have this center point to be visible to you. That will be the next step. Then please go to horizontal constraint to align center point and center point. So we will shift up automatically. Center point, center point. Okay, after that, you should also ensure that it will be vertically constrained. So vertical constraint, try to look for the midpoint. Midpoint for this top line here and the midpoint for the primary feature. So you will see here midpoint. Please look at the midpoint and then the midpoint. So they should be aligned. Should be aligned. Okay, like this. Okay, they should be aligned in a vertical sense. Right, then only you are going to apply the dimension. So the dimension will be very straightforward. So larger circles here we have 3.75. Smaller circle here we have 3, yeah? So 3. And then you know the distance between two center point here is given 26 actually. So that's the second sketch that I intend to draw. So this one extrude, extrude to 2, extrude 2. Just now I stopped my recording actually. So edit features here will be extrude. Okay, cut to 2 and then you click OK. Right after that will be fillet. Change the radius to 1. Then you select your edge here will be the inner edge. So it should look like this. That will be the fillet here. Then click apply please. So ensure that you have this ready to do mirror later. Continue on this. Okay, so the next one will be we are going to perform a mirror feature since we have this the same fillets and the secondary features on the bottom side here. Okay, so the first thing that you ought to do will be to create the middle work plane for these features. So I will teach you how do you create a middle work plane. So you go to plane here, please. You just go to plane or you can opt for mid plane. Okay, but it's sufficient when you go to plane. Click on the plane. Okay, so if you want to create a middle work plane in between two surfaces, you just need to define your surface. That means, okay, this will be the first surface. Then I'm going to rotate to the bottom side. You'll see one preview here. Okay, that will be the mid plane. So it should look like this now. So just go to plane and then click on the top and the bottom surface in our case. So you have one work plane 1 have been created now. And over there, the next one, as I mentioned just now, we are going to do a mirror feature. Mirror. So we are going to select Extrude number 2 and Fillet 1 as our mirror feature. So please go to select from your browser, or you can directly click inside here. It's actually fine if you are able to have these simple features here, then you can select it instantly from the drawing canvas. But if you have a complicated one, it's more advisable for you to do your selection from your browser. Okay, next one will be mirror plane. So mirror plane will be this mid plane now. So once you have defined the features and the mirror plane, then you can click on OK. So that will be your outcome. Okay, that will be your outcome. So the next one we should do will be the holes. So this one holes is very direct. It's a concentric holes. So just click on the surface, and you want to align the center point. You need to have a concentric reference. So very direct. This one, the diameter will be 6, right? Okay. That will be the first hole. The second holes, you are going to repeat the same step here that you have. Okay. So holes again, surface, and then you have reference. Okay. So the arch, you can click on the arch also to turn as the concentric reference. The diameter will be also 6. Okay. So you should have this form here. Then on the browser, work plan 1, please turn off the visibility. Yeah? Go right hand click on your browser, then visibility off. You don't delete it. In case in the future you might need it again, then you can just turn on the visibility. Okay. So I assume no problem on this. Any problem? No problem on this. Next one, I would like to add on to this. I would like to have a text creation, then I will do the emboss or the engrave features. I will just show to you that. Okay, so I would like you to create 2D sketch again. Okay, please go to 2D sketch. Then click on this surface, please. Okay, the inner surface here. Okay, either side also can, no problem. So 2D sketch, please go to click on surface here. So next one will be we go to text. This text creation will be like similar like your AutoCAD. Okay, text here. Left hand click, left click, normal click. Then you just drag to create a windows. To create a windows here. So once you have clicking on that, then you can type here the text. Type whatever text that you want. Okay. If you want amend on the text, double click on it, double click. You can change the font here also, maybe to 2.5 so that it will fit in. Okay, you want any editing, double click. Any editing, double click, you can change from here. You want to change the font size, you want to change the heights, okay, become italic font, underlines, or so whatever, just click. Okay, kindly do so. Okay, so after you have created your text, then the next one, just finish your sketch. I would like you to try on create here. You have what we call the emboss features. So click on emboss. So profile will refer to the text that you have just created. That will be the profile. So at here, you can select the depth itself. Okay. And you can select either emboss or you can opt for engrave. So maybe we try emboss first. So emboss will be here, that will be the default, and then I will just let the depth to be 1 mm. Just click OK. That will be the emboss features here. So this is emboss features. If I would like to change to engrave, you can go to your browser. Okay, right hand click and then you have edit features here. So if you opt for engrave, the output will be, the rest I left it the same, and that be like this. This is engrave. So emboss and engrave, that will be the difference. The last one that I would like to show to you will be, okay, what if we want to change the material? Okay, material for this part. Okay, like in your project one letter, you might require to simulate your assembly process and the fabrication's final design itself. So you look at your QAT, yeah? Quick access toolbar here on the top here, you can find one generic and one default here. So the default here will be on the appearance only. You click on the default here, you will see that this is only for the appearance. So you can change the appearance for this part itself. Appearance, eh? So another one here, generic here, this one will be to assign the exact material that you want to the parts that you have just created. So for example here, if generic, I put in this one supposed to be maybe steel, mild steel. Okay, then you click on mild steel. It will automatically change to mild steel here. So if I go to the browser here, browser, right hand click and add property here, you can see physically if you update here, right? So the density here, it's 7.85 gram over centimeter cube. Okay, it's for mild steel. Okay, so if I change here, this one, if I change to chrome, maybe concentric gold. Okay, what if this is a gold, for example, gold. Okay, you see automatically the appearance, it will change accordingly to the material. No need for you to assign the appearance again. Just change the material here. So if I go to here, add property itself, you will see automatically you are heavier. It's become heavier due to the material of gold. So this is how you change the material, assign the material to the parts that you have created. If you don't have any further questions, I would like you to save this as arm. Please save this part, okay, as arm. Okay, save. Okay, kindly set this as arm to any material that you intend to have lah. Okay. The next one that I would like you to create will be this pin itself, so that later when you bring into assemble, we can duplicate this pin and the arm itself. So please, I give you maybe 5 minutes. Are you able to come up with this pin? To resume this, then we'll open up a new standard mm.ipt file. So create 2D sketch as usual. So actually what you can do here, you can do a revolve commands. Okay, a revolve command that it should be sufficient. So revolve, I will create three rectangles such as like this. Okay, then I will apply all the constraint here. So it will be 1 here. Then dimension here, I will have 4 here, right? Here. So for the dimension for this, I will have 2.25. This one will be 12. Okay, so this one I can drag the lower part. So I want all equal lah. The bottom and the top will be equal. Okay, they are equal already. The heights, is it equal? Okay, now they are equal in such form. I think that's the only things that I need to sketch. So before I finish the sketch itself, then I do the revolve commands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, profile, we have involved 3 profile. Then axis wise, I will select this one as my axis here. So it will turn into that particular pin. So rather than you do extrude, then you need to do twice, right? Like previously. But as I mentioned, there will be no rigid ways to construct it. It's based on your creativity actually. So revolve here, you have your pin here. And lastly, what you can do is you can have a fillet here with a radius of 0.3, right? Radius of 0.3, then edge top and the bottom one. Apply. So that will be the pin that I want you to create. And then if you are going to assign a material, so maybe I put this one as steel alloy. Okay, this one is a steel alloy, and I would like you to save this one as pin. Okay, you just save this part as pin here. Then we should be ready for the assembly process. Okay, class, so please go to File, then New. We are going to go to the second environment, which will be Assembly now. So still under Matrix. So select the one standard mm.iam. So IAM here, yeah.
This one need to save, sir.
Yeah, you need to save the pin, need to save. You need
Okay,
to
sir.
save the parts first. Okay, so please go to the new file here under Matrix, Assembly, Standard, mm.iam. Then go to Create this. So you can see that now this will be the assembly environment. Okay, yeah, assemble, designs, and so on. Okay, so on the browser also models here you have Assembly1. So first of all, I would like you to bring the parts file into this assembly environment. Go to place here. Go to place. Okay. Then place component. Click on the arm. Okay, select the arm, please. So how do you bring it inside? Open. So you have one here. Maybe I have two here. And then I duplicate 3. You can just click how many items you need that you want to duplicate. Okay, then right after that, then you press escape. Okay, that will be the arm itself, as you can see. Okay, so this is with the grab pictures. Okay, next one, similarly, please bring in your pin. Pin here, open also. Maybe we put in 1 and 2 and 3 here. Okay, this should be sufficient for our exercise. So please bring in your parts into the assembly environment. What you need to do will be, if I'm to rotate this, the orientation for your parts should be the same. So this top part is supposed to turn, have the same surface as this. So how do you rotate? Maybe click on free rotate here. You see position, free rotate, right? Move, you can easily move, no problem. Just the rotate. So you can rotate here, free rotate. If you click on the parts, you see, you can rotate now. Okay, more or less, you ensure that you have the same top surface, basically. So free rotate, click on this part, see you rotate. Click on this one here. Also you do the same, so that the pin will have the same top surface more or less like this one. That's the intention. More or less it will be sufficient. Okay, please go to try this free rotate. Next one will be, we want to actually turn them into this form itself. Okay, to assemble to be in such form itself. Okay, so what you can do here will be, we are going to put in constraint. Please have a look first on how I do it before you try it yourself. Later you understand. Okay. Then constraint here, it will be constraint here class. Okay, so there are two types which we frequently use, which is matte and another one will be flush. So for this exercise, I think we will try on the matte only. So the first thing that we ought to do will be, we are going to matte holes and holes, center line holes and holes. So I do this one first, okay, maybe to show to you. So please have a look. If you go to holes, you will see the center line. Click on one, and then I would like to matte with this second holes, center line also. So once I click both, you see, it joined up to there. So what you need to do is you apply. So once you apply, okay, then you cancel it. Okay, you still can drag this, you see, but it's actually aligned to the holes that you want. So this one is aligned to this hole. Okay. Second, I'll show to you again, same method also. So this will be the larger circle here. So matte also, holes, okay. And I would like to align with this hole. This will be bigger circle, right? So you see that you will join up to that circle, center point, apply, then I cancel it. Cancel so that I can have a look on the effects, you see. So you can drag, drag now. Okay, so first thing will be matte center point. So please try on that. That I would like to share with you will be also constraint. So now we are going to do matte also, but on surface. So you will see that supposedly you don't want, when you go escape, you drag, right? You don't want this one floating. So supposedly this surface will touch on the bottom surface. Okay, and then this one on the bottom also. So constraint, but this time will be on matte surface. Surface. So click on surface. So this surface, first surface here, we were supposed to touch with this bottom surface. So when you see matte on surface, when you apply, so it will eventually touch. Okay, similarly, I would like to share to you again, surface, and maybe this one touch on this bottom surface here. So when I click apply, so when you drag, you will see it's not floating anymore like the previous step. It's not floating. So you can just drag here, here. Repeat the same step to the pin itself. Okay, to the pin that you intend to insert inside your holes here. So constraint also. Okay, you can use insert. Maybe we try on insert here. Insert now. You see, direction is very important. This is downwards, you see. So insert. The second one I would like to share will be insert. So downwards, right? So you go to this hole. Ensure that it's opposite direction. And you click. So you will join up, insert. Okay, show to you again. Assembly, change to insert. So you go to your pin, it's on downwards. Okay, click on it. So go to your host, ensure it's moving upwards. So the opposite as the pin, then you click. So you will see everything will be nicely fit. Okay, apply, and just this one we don't have any reference lah, just to show to you. Okay, downwards, and then you repeat this one upwards. So you will have the outcome like this. So you just click on apply. It's an insert. So we let it be a pause, a pause option here. Okay, so please try this one class.